all of my heart. And I will worship you with all of my mind. And I will worship you with all of my strength. For you are my Lord. Maybe it'll be today. We can only hope, amen? And until then, love on your brothers and sisters this morning, for that day is coming.
Shabbat shalom.
No, I'm not sick. I don't want to get sick. That's what I'm thinking. I do see
Reminds me of my shop. They got a lot of dust crazy up there, and they got to wait for it to settle back down. Got a trivia question for you this morning. From what movie or very popular Broadway production comes this line? I can't sing, I got a sore thumb. Think about it. Very, very popular. Anyway. Very minor injury compared to some of the things that some of our other people are going through. It's healing. Yeah, it could be that way. Right. Just an update on Roger. God is intervening in a miraculous way. He was able to come home Friday, and the progress is miraculous. We we assured him that everybody turn around and say hello to him.
Hi, Roger.
It is a miracle that God has brought him to this point, and that the prognosis is that it's going to get even better. You know, it's this morning is kind of emotional for me. I think that dance that our dance group did this morning was the best one I've ever seen them do. That it was not a performance, it was something that involved all of us in worship, and we all just melted right into it, and that's what it's all about. And then to see, and everything just worked together.
Do it again.
You see, that's going to be my suggestion, is that we close with that today, as opposed to the regular one, because that was such a moving dance and song, everything all about it. And Danny, I'm going to ask you to bring your flag up front. When they do that, I want you to stand up here with that flag raised high. I am. That's who we worship, the great I am. Back to the old movie type things. I take the time during worship to pray for all of my kids, my whole family. And I go right down through the list of them, just like when you watch the hymns of the movie, all the names just come rolling there. It starts with the highest one and on down through all the characters. And so I went through that. But then the script just kept right on rolling. You know, it goes on forever with all the names of all the other people that have crossed my lives to pray for. We claim to be a congregation of prayer. And we are. We pray for one another, and the evidence is so strong as to the effect and the impact of prayer on all of us. All of us are going through circumstances, situations that without God, they could be disastrous. And it's through prayers that we lift those things up, and God brings the answers and brings the healing. We've seen healings, we've seen changes in lives, we've seen changes in financial circumstances. We got a new building as a result of prayer. And we're moving forward. In fact, I don't know if you saw Rabbi's comment yesterday on email that he sent out, but he had a big dream. And we've talked about this several times. Do you realize, and you look around, you see a few empty chairs? We have more people who are not here than chairs that we have in the building. If our whole congregation got together at one time, hallelujah, we would pack this place. Yes, we would. Hallelujah. So that's our challenge. From leadership, our challenge to you, and all of you who are watching wherever you are, be here on one Shabbat, all at one time, just to see how big this family really is. It's a blessing. We are have an impact on our community. We will have another impact on our community. We have another opportunity here in just a few weeks. I refer to as Max and Mindy, but it's Ralph and Mindy Sita. We'll be back to celebrate with us on the 22nd of December. And that's not very far away. It's coming much faster than you think. They will be here for a Dance Camp International. So it will be immediately following service. We'll spend the afternoon in dance and in teaching and in worship. And so let's fill this place. Let's bless them, but at the same time they bless us, which is evident by the dancing that our people are doing.
If I may, David, we had a dance class once where it was all men. Yeah! I just want to remind you, man, that dance isn't just for the ladies.
That's right.
We are to take the spiritual headship and lead in worship and praise in our homes. What more ominous example of that would be in our dance? Every one of you can dance. I'll tell you a story. I'm kind of ranting here.
Go ahead.
Years ago, when we were in this house, our first stay here, I had an idea during our men's meetings to teach the men a dance, unbeknownst to the women. And I had almost, other than just physically unable, every man in this congregation dancing a dance. And we brought it brought it into a service. You know what that dance was?
I
Ani Ma'amin. And what happened that service there? Nobody saw that coming, did they, Stephanie? But everybody danced, didn't they? All the men danced, didn't they?
know. They did.
Thank you. So I just want to let you know that when I see Ralph and Mindy around this world, and mostly the United States, when they have their dance camps, those places are packed in most congregations full of people wanting to learn. We've taken a lot for granted. We are so blessed to have somebody of their caliber to come into our congregation not once, but twice this year, 6 months later. Take full advantage of it. I can tell you guys, I didn't dance when I was at Beth Manah. I had to dance when I started this congregation, and I'm glad I had to. Sometimes the Holy Spirit presses us into our uncomfort zones. And I'm glad He takes me there because when He takes me to my uncomfort zone is when I grow the most. Amen?
Amen. Amen.
I'm done.
It's when he puts us out on those edge limits that we do grow.
It's been suggested that night, Stephanie and I would bring in some chili and maybe do a game night for the families that, if it's a holiday kind of season, and that way we can all be together.
Amen. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm going to take an advantage here. I'm going to put a challenge out. Men, let's do it.
That's right.
On that Shabbat, during that time, let's get Mindy and Ralph to teach the men a dance.
Amen.
With me? Come on, men. I want to hear it. You with me? All of us. I will do it. And that's not easy for me to say, because I'll be tripping over all of you. I dance very well in my head. But telling his legs and his knees what to do just doesn't work.
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
We will do it. We're going to do it. All right? All right, look forward to not only that time of celebration together, but also Pesach is, again, flying up, and it will be here before we know it. So reserve those days and be a part of our worship together. Thank you for an excellent November financially. We did very well. I caution in saying that because usually when you say that, the next month falls flat on its face, but I know this congregation is a giving congregation. Tzedakah box is here. Don't forget the coin jar, and mark your missions, specifically that portion of your giving.
And David, it's a wonderful thing to have all our bills paid and money in the bank.
Amen.
Amen.
If we back up in time, when was the last time that happened?
First time.
This is the first time. We have struggled financially the entire existence of this congregation of trying to keep the place lighted and heated and keep the rent paid. And we are at the point now where we are.
And let me just add to that, David, one of the advantages of being here in this building is there's a dramatic difference in heating this place versus the previous place. Dramatic difference. So we've saved, not only the Lord blessed us with a home, but blessed us with a home that is very energy efficient. Believe it or not, this whole building is actually very energy efficient. So we have been blessed in that way as well, that we've been able to carefully steward the resources that you so faithfully give.
And along with that note, thanks to Mike Carpenter and a deal that he found for us, we are going to completely relight the Nosh Hall with LED fluorescent light, which is a significant savings on energy. And so that will be something that we're going to go in the process that we can bring that over to all LED lighting, and that in itself will save. We are in a place now where we can do some of those things to make things better with what we have, the resources. Thank you for your continued support. God bless.
God bless.